Let's start with your reading, Scorpio. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future. And then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. Wow, okay. You got some very important messages over here, I can tell right away. But let's start from the main energy, which today for you is the Two of Pentacles. This Two of Pentacles is asking you a very specific question, Scorpio. What are you focusing on at the moment? This message, in a way, is reminding you that we are constantly creating the reality around us based on how we feel inside, based on what we are focusing on. It reminds us that events and relationships are mainly a trigger for what's already inside of us. And sometimes we let something bring us down because we believe it or because we expect it. There is something to learn here, something that will show you that in order to change the outer world, you have to change your inner world first. And in order to really be happy, you need to give the same love to yourself, the same love that you expect from the people around you, from the world around you. So, as you see, a very important message right away. Let's see what this is about. In the recent past, Queen of Wands and Page of Swords, strong combination. With this Page of Swords, we see someone who is keeping an eye on you. They see you as this Queen of Wands, someone absolutely attractive, beautiful. And also right here, they might be seeing that you are doing pretty good for yourself and that you are overall happy right now. Or at least that's how they perceive you. And I pick up on this feeling of regret for not being part of your life anymore. In fact, the more I look into this energy, the more I see someone who's actually pretty emotional about this and overall miserable for having missed an opportunity that perhaps at some point they thought it would come around again, maybe with you or even with someone new. But right now, instead, they just realize that it's probably not going to happen again instead. We'll see what this is about and why you should know about it right now. In the present, current energies, Four of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. What this Wheel of Fortune is really telling me is that the two of you did come together for a very specific reason. This definitely was a karmic connection. I see it with the Wheel of Fortune. I see it with this lovers coming up down here, but I don't see what the reason might have been yet. Overall, this reminds you that just because a connection ends doesn't mean that it wasn't worth having. And you'll soon understand why I'm saying this. We'll come back to this when we clarify and we'll see what this is about, okay? In the near future, we have the Four of Wands and the Lovers. I hope you're ready for some magic, Scorpio. This Lover cards really comes in with a lot of intensity, a lot of passion. There is something here that it's going to start for you, which will give you a sense of belonging, especially with the Four of Wands right there, a card that talks about you feeling at home, feeling good in your environment. This will make you feel as though you're exactly where you were supposed to be. How often do you get to feel like that? I feel that this will give you a completely different perspective on the situation, and it will make you question everything from here on out. It will make you see things in a completely different way. We'll see what this is about as soon as we come back to this. Now, let's start clarifying and let's begin with your recent past. Okay. Wow. Right here we have the cosmic tree, the eight of swords, the entertainer, very important message right here with the maze as well. Listen, there is definitely someone here who has been comparing other people to you. With this cosmic tree, which really talks about finding their way back to you potentially. Right here, we see someone who has been trying to find the same type of connection, but they have obviously failed at it with the Eight of Swords. There is a fundamental difference between the two of you right now, but also back then already. As far as you go, you have learned how to keep your focus on what really, really matters, Scorpio. You've learned how to keep your eyes on the ball. You don't care what people do, what people say. You, in fact, I see you already here having very low expectations from the world. With that Queen of Wands, you're saying, you know what, I got everything that I need. Yes, it would be nice for something to finally work out for once and work out long term. But in the meantime, I'm not going to lose my sleep on it. I'm not going to put my life on pause. I have so much that I need to do. And honestly, I'm not going to allow this to stop me. Right here, in other words, you're not allowing people to make you feel like crap anymore, even if that means sacrificing certain things. This person instead is really much doing the opposite. The entertainer. Right here, we see someone who's pretending something. Right here, they're pretending that this connection is not impacting them, that the fact that you're not trying to reach out to them or not trying to make things work is not impacting them, but they are lying. Everything they do it, and then they look around to see if you're watching them. I definitely see you being on two different trajectories at this moment here, but let's see how the situation has actually evolved in the present. When we see cosmic tree, the maze, when we see so many roads ahead, it means that there is no outcome predefined yet. But we'll see which road, which path the two of you are walking on right now in the present. So let's clarify these two cards. One more card similar to these two, life map. Okay, and Six of Swords right here with the Protector and the Crow. Let me tell you what's going on here. Ace of Wands, very, very important message. What I see is that when this connection first started, you might have actually been coming out of a period of stagnation. I see you right here with the Six of Swords. You were already moving on from something, when it came to love at least. And you've seen this person as your way out from a situation that was really not making you happy. They really met a need that at that time you didn't even know you had potentially. Before they came in, maybe you forgot what it meant to have someone excited to see you and someone who was not afraid to show it to you, in their own way at least. You thought that everyone always had their guard up with this protector card. But this person made you realize that it's not always the case. This Ace of Wands is really showing us someone who lit that spark within you once again. And by them having their guard down, they taught you how to lower yours as well. But now I see you regretting doing that for some reason. The key here is in taking what the connection has taught you without thinking about the way it ended. There is something very special that this person has showed you about yourself, and that is your treasure right now, Scorpio. The reason why you might be still thinking about this right now, it's because the universe is trying to remind you of a time where your heart was fully open, reminding you how beautiful that was and how every single moment is meant to be cherished without the thought of how it's going to eventually end up. This is definitely preparing you for something big that it's coming your way next. But keep in mind that it's very important to understand how to get there. Seeing what comes next is great, but failing in looking at the path that will take you there is like saying, okay, this is a possibility, but it's never going to happen. Right here with the crow, it's very important for you to not always expect the worst, you know? If you are always on the lookout for a sign that tells you, oh, see, that person is hiding something, or that person is playing mind games, whatever it is, trust me when I say that that's exactly the type of outcome that you're going to end up in, okay? So right here, something is preparing you for the next chapter, and the next chapter looks really beautiful. 10 of Pentacles, something that is going to make you see how for once maybe you can have it all. So let's clarify this energy. Let's see what you have coming up in the near future. Okay, all right. First of all, we have a lot of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, but right here there is an important message with the Vessel and the Nine of Wands. Definitely some powerful energy over here. There is actually a lot taking shape around you, a lot manifesting in your world. And if you have felt that lately things have actually moved very slow, especially with that Four of Swords, trust me when I say that things are going to start moving very fast, very soon. Some of these things you will be able to see and touch right away. Some of them instead will take a little longer. You clearly are at the end of a long personal cycle, Scorpio. It might have lasted years, actually. And this new one is an opportunity for you to change everything and to remind yourself that you can have it all. You can have balance and love at the same time. You just need to find the balance in between the two. And you need to have the right mindset, which will help you surrounding yourself with the right people, the ones that truly are a reflection of your goals, of your values. But in order to get here, in order to get to that perfect opportunity that matches you completely, that perfect person potentially that matches you 100%, you need to let go of that crow energy. You need to let go of that expectation that sooner or later things will fall apart. Things will not work out for you. If you are always on the lookout for enemies, all you'll see is enemies, Scorpio. Sometimes it's better to be naive. Sometimes it's better to, to expect something that maybe it's not going to happen. But in the long run, it's going to take you to a very happy place. Even if in the moment it feels like, why would I expect something that would never happen? If you start thinking that way, you'll start seeing the elements, the opportunities, and the people around you, which reflect that need, reflect that outcome that you're looking for. And eventually, slowly, you're going to get there. But where is that place? What is that place about? What is this lovers about? Where would you move towards if you were to adopt this mindset? So we clearly see a lot coming your way, and we've seen this energy as an overall wave of changes. But let's now dive deeper into that wave, and let's see what you should expect from it in the near and distant future as well. Let's see what's coming up for you next, Scorpio, and how your life is going to change in the next few months and in the next few years. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well, please. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Scorpio. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Three of Cups. Very important card. What is this card telling us right now? It's telling us that not only you are entering a very happy, carefree chapter of your life, but you're also going to re-enter a situation, an opportunity that did not work out in the past, but that now instead is going to bring to you everything you were hoping to receive from it the first time around. Why do I say that? I say that because the Three of Cups talks about reunion with the past, the one that got away, the right person at the wrong time. We see it right here with the lovers. This was an anticipation of what was coming towards you, and now we see it in action. The Three of Cups also talks about expressing emotions without the fear of the consequences. Because often we don't say things or don't do things because we are afraid that it's going to eventually put us in a position in which we are too transparent, we are too vulnerable. And this is definitely something that you have felt often in your life, but especially lately, especially after what you have gone through. Right here, it feels like once you get to this situation with Three of Cups in front of this person, it will feel so easy, so effortless, so natural, as if you were doing it for the first time, as if this person is showing you how to love, as if you were never been hurt before. There's a very powerful energy coming in. Let's see what this is about. So let's immediately clarify this Three of Cups right here. Let's see what this reunion is going to be about. King of Cups and the Chariot. Okay. Death. All right. And the Three of Cups. All right. Listen. This is actually something very, very special. More special than you might imagine right now. For a very specific reason. Right here with the King of Cups and the Chariot.